just sees my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Thanks to Velo X, Damien Payne and the camera crew. Awesome to have them up here. Also all the volunteers over the week, the last 3 days today. Thank you for all your efforts, and commissaires and all the organisers. Doesn't happen without you.
Hi everyone, welcome to this Saturday morning session.
So
We're
Ebony
underway
is
here
actually the record holder
at the
in
Velodrome
Masters Women's
in
2
Cambridge,
through to 44 years
kicking
age
off
group
with
a time of
the sprint
12.509.
qualifying. Women's Masters Cat 1 to 4 through into the Men's Masters
That was
qualifying, and then
record was made in
event
2024 at the
65,
Masters Track
so 4 or so
Championships
events
last year
in,
Invercargill.
will be into the elimination. As we roll away, the first rider's off, and we'll get into it.
Ebony will come around and get 3 to go. And just picking up that speed slowly each lap. And working her way up the track. Okay, come around with 2 to go, so next time the sprint's on, so Ebony will use that banking as much as she can to her advantage. Pick up that speed. Here we go off the seat, trying to get that speed up now. Use the banking, find the line, and drop down at the 200 there at full speed. Clock's on. .63 at the 100 metre mark. Here we go, 12.888 for Ebony. Next up on the track there is Denise Claxton, representing Counties Manukau Cycling. Come around and get 2 to go. So the bill this time, Denise moves up the track a bit there to get use the banking as help, pick up that speed. Time is on, hit the 200. $100 to go. Denise will come through in a time of 18.544. Next up on the track there is Robin Vowles, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. High up there on the track. Come around, get one to go. Off the seat now. Getting up to speed. Hits to 200. Just nearly 1 second down at the 100. Can Robin bring it back a bit more to the finish? Robin's time's 14.804. Next up is Kylie Tunnicliffe, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. Comes round, she'll come around and get one to go. Here we go, off the seat, getting that speed up as fast as you can. Getting into the right line to drop down on the 200 metres. Right, time is on. Kylie not too bad at the 100 there, 7 seconds for the first 100. Can she bring it through to the end for the 200? Right, Kylie finishes 14.424. On the track now we have Linda Dunn, representing Morrinsville Wheelers. Off the seat there, just getting a bit up speed so she can get up the corner there, right at the top. Right off the seat, picking up speed now, using that banking. She drops down, hits the 200. .7.2 there at the 100 metre mark. Linda crosses the line, 15.965. Up there on the track now is Kelly Pearson, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. Just off the seat there, just to get a bit more speed up. Right off the seat there, just halfway around the corner for Kelly. Picking up that speed. Dropping down into the 200. Kelly going through the first 100 at 7.1 seconds. Crossing the line at 14.449. Next up on the track is Monique Brake, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Here we go. Monique will start off the seat, pick up the speed as fast as she can. Getting that line. Yep, hits the 200. Monique goes through the 100 at 6.192, so 0.167 up. So Monique currently first in qualifying with that time of 12.441. Up there on the track now is Steph Downs, also representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Slowly picking up that speed now. Off the seat there now, using that banking, getting the right line to hit the 200 metre line. Got 200 to go. Steph's only 1.53 down at the 100. Can she bring it back to the finish? 12.708. So currently in second qualifying position. Next up there on the track is Penny Pawson, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. See there, Penny's winding up quite quickly there. She's in that aero position as well. Right on that speed. That speed's pretty quick to there. Now she'll use that banking. Off the seat, giving it all she can. Hits that 200 metres. So it's just slightly down, 1.75 at the 100. Can she bring it home? Time for Penny, 12.793. So currently qualifying in third position. So the time that beats is Ebony of 12, actually not Ebony, sorry, it will be Monique Brake there of 12.441. So up there on the track now is Ruth Whalen, representing G-Force Cycling Club. So Ruth won gold in the World Championships last year. So she had the World. I don't know if she's got the World Championship top on or not, but she's coming around for the 1 lap to go. So Ruth will be looking for a good time here. Posted time of 12.908. Fifth so far in qualifying, that time. Next up we should see Greerton Venter from Canterbury, representing Canterbury Track Cycling on the track. So Greerton currently holds the current Women's Masters 3 New Zealand record of a time of 12.093. Brereton come around and get that one to go. So off the seat, picking up that speed, using the banking. So Brereton crosses 100 at the fastest time so far. So good time for Brereton, 11.781. That could be a New Zealand record as well for the flying 200. We have to verify that. Next on the track we'll see Fiona Bennett representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Fiona holds the New Zealand record also in the Masters 1 category. The last year's Masters Track Champs at Invercargill with a time of 11.925. So she'll see Brereton's time of 11.781. Can she beat it? Right, using that banking, getting as much speed as she can. Slightly down Fiona is. Can she bring it back over the last 100? So qualifying in second for Fiona of 12.242. Okay, next up, this is the men's Masters Cat 3 and 4 sprint qualifying. So we should see Roger Bates representing Track Cycling Nelson up there on the track. On his last lap there, getting up that speed, finding that 200 metre line. All the way, Roger's time of 14.276. Next up on the track there, we'll see Terry Butcher representing Counties Manukau Cycling. Oh, there's a mechanical by the sounds of it. Oh, Terry. So Terry with a mechanical, he will get a rerun. So up now is Terry Weaver representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. He'll come around with 2 to go. Here he comes using the banking there, getting that speed. Finding that line to the 200 metre mark. So he's in front there at the 100 metre mark, a 0.125. So Terry will qualify on a time of 14.328. Up on the track there now is Robert Lilly, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Come around, get the bill, picking up that speed on the banking. Finding that line. Slightly up on at the 100 metres, Robert is. Can he bring it home? And he does, so 14.093. Robert currently qualifying in first position. So up on the track now we have Steve Woods representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Steve off his seat there at the top of the banking. As he goes into the banking, he comes round. Down that line to hit the 200 at full speed. So Steve will up at the 100 metre mark by 0.8. So Steve's qualifying time, 12.651. So that's the time to beat. On the track now, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling, is Peter Ashworth. We're up high in the banking there and they come down and close to the fence. It does take a little bit of effort to get back up on the corner there. So Peter's now off his seat, putting that power into those pedals. So he's done a good first 100, he's 0.3 up. Peter will be happy with that, I think. A time of 11.886. So currently qualifying in first position. On the track now we should see Colin Claxton, representing Counties Manukau. Now Colin holds the New Zealand Masters 9 record with a time of 12.892. That was broken at the 2023 Drome Masters Track Championships here in Cambridge. Come round with the bell. Finding his line. So he's hitting the 100 at 0.7 down on Peter Ashworth, but he'll cross the line in a time of 13.485. So currently qualifying in third position. Up on the track there is Graham Litz, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Graham holds the 200 metre flying for the Masters 8 New Zealand record in a time of 12.570. That was at the 2023 Masters Track Nationals in Invercargill. So you'll come around and get the bell, one to go. Getting that line. And dropping down into the 200. Stepping pretty quick. Yeah, he's 0.3 down at the moment. Can he bring it back? So Graham qualifies in a time of 12.504. So that time is faster than his New Zealand record time. I'm not sure if he's moved up from Masters 8 or not, so that could be a New Zealand record. So I think he'll be happy with that time. Next up on the track there is Kim Hansen, representing Hamilton City Cycling. Yep, just heard that also that time for Graham Lett was an unofficial world best time. So there's a couple of events this Masters Track Championships where he's done that. He will be very happy with that time. Okay, Kim coming down to find his line and hitting the 200 metre. Slightly down at the 100 metre mark. He crosses the line in 13.052. Next up on the track there we've got Russell Scott, representing Counties Manukau. So Russell, no, it's not, it's a 500 metre time trial. Yep, 200 metre flying in the Masters 7, Russell holds the New Zealand record with a time of 11.679. So I think he'll be wanting to get around that time, hopefully. So come around and get 2 to go. So he drops down in the 200 at speed. See what Russell's is at the 100. He's up at the 100 by 0.1 of a second, so he's going pretty quick. Oh, that's a good time by Russell, 11.621. That could be another New Zealand record as well for Russell Scott, depending on if he's Masters 7 still. If he is, that will be a New Zealand record. So I think Russell will be absolutely happy with that time. Next up on the track there is Andy Beale, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. So the time to beat for qualifying at the moment is Russell Scott with that time of 11.621. Come around, get the bell. He's finding his line, dropping down into that 200. At the 100 metre, he's slightly down, not by much. He'll qualify in second, time 11.797. Next up on the track there is Steve Baker, also representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Steve just winding up there, 2 to go. Right off his seat now, picking up that speed, using that banking. Finding that line, hitting the 200. He'll come across the line in 12.219, qualifying in 4th position currently, with 2 riders to go. The rider up on the track there now is Mark Wayman, representing Counties Manukau. Mark will come around and get the bell. Right, using that backing as much advantage as he can. Finding that line and dropping in there on the 200. Just slightly down there at the 100. Can he bring it back to the finish there? So a third qualifying so far for Mark in 11.824. Up on the track there now should be Manu Robson. It is, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. Manu's had a great championships event this time after crashing and broke some ribs in December. He's come away with a few medals. So Come down and get the bell. Manu will cross the 100 in front by 0.4. Can he bring it all the way? And he does. He qualifies in first position with 11.568. I'd say Money will be very happy with that time. Okay, we're on to the next event, Men Masters Cat 3 and 4 sprint qualifying. Up on the track there, we should see Roger Bates. Actually, no, it's Terry Butcher, representing Counties Manukau. Oh, okay. Okay, so Terry had a mechanical before, so he's having a rerun. So he comes at the 100 down 1.6. Crosses the line of 15.049. The top two qualifiers go to the quarterfinals, the rest to the first round in that event. Okay, event 64, so we should have the Men's Masters Cat 1 and 2 sprint qualifying. The top four go to the quarterfinals, the rest to first round. So up on the track there, we have Tony Wilkinson, representing Counties Manukau Cycling. Tony will be looking for a good time. As he finds that line and drops down into the 200. It's looking pretty quick. So this is the time to beat. A quick time, 11.342. Up there on the track now will be Lee Hatton, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. I'm not sure what Masters Lee is in, but the Men's Masters New Zealand record time is 11.294. Held by Jeff Hinton at the Northern Cup in Cambridge here. And the Masters Men 1 New Zealand record time is 11.111, held by Max Ugill from Port Nicholson back in 2023 here in Cambridge. So Leo hit the 100 metres just half a second down. So Lee crosses line in 12.536. Up on the track there now is Jonathan Holtom, representing Port Nicholson Poniki Cycling Club. come around and get the bell. Finding his line. As he drops down into the 200 metre mark. Time is on. So Jonathan just half a second down on the first qualifier, Tony, at this stage. You'll cross the line at 12.423. Up on the track there now, also representing Port Nicholson Paniki Cycling Club, is Mark Coburn. So Mark's got a narrow position. It's quite low there on his bike. So he'll come round, get one to go. Winding it up. Finding that line, dropping down into the 200. So Mark is less than 0.1 down at the 100. So Mark will cross the line in 11.704. So that puts him currently in second qualifying position. So we've still got that time to beat of 11.342 from Tony Wilkinson. So up on the track there now, representing Canterbury Track Cycling, is Darren Small. So he'll come round and get one to go, the bell. Picking up that speed. Finding that line, hitting the 200 metres. So he's 0.4 down at the moment at the 100. Can he bring some of that time back? Darren will cross the line in 12.248. Third qualifying position. Up on the track there now will be Dean Liftoff, representing Port Nicholson Paniki Cycling Club. Dean will come around and get one to go in the bell. So using that banking to get that speed, dropping in there at the 200. It's 0.49 down at the 100. So Dean will cross the line in 12.259. So currently sitting in fourth position. Remember, the top four qualifiers go to the quarterfinals. The rest will go to the first round. Up on the track there, we'll see Kenu Pritchard representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Ben comes around, here's the bell, off the seat, picking up speed, drops down into that 200. Just 0.2 down at the 100. So he crosses the line 11.740. So currently third qualifying. With 5 riders to go. So up on the track there is Joseph Bemlington, representing Canterbury Track Cycling as well. So Joseph off his seat, comes round, one to go and he'll get the bell. There he goes, dropping down into that 200. So slightly down at the 100 metre mark, but what can he do? So he'll qualify in second with a time of 11.394. So still that time to beat is of Tony Wilkinson, 11.342. So up on the track there now is Chris Ellington, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. So Chris holds the New Zealand record for the Masters Men's 3 category. His time was 11.203, New Zealand record. He did that back in 2023 Masters Track National Champs here in Cambridge. He is now Men's Masters 4, so he'll be wanting to set a good time. And the current record in the 4 is Anthony Brown of 11.028. Can he beat that time? Winding up, winding his line, hitting that 200. He's looking pretty quick. So he's up by 0.1 at the 100 metre mark. Taking it in, cross the line, 11.115. Not quite beating Anthony Brown's time. His was 11.028. So not far away. But he did beat his time from when he was Masters Men's 3. So I think Chris will be happy with that. Up on the track there now we have Nathan Bunn, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. So the time to beat is that of Chris's now with 11.115. He's off his seat. Nathan's winding it up, finding that line, dropping down into the 200. Metre mark, he's slightly down from Chris, 1.19. Can he bring it home? 11.666 for Nathan, so currently 4th qualifying time. Up on the track there, just passing the home straight there, is Clark Wilson, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. come around with 2 to go. So next lap's the bell. Sorry about that. Also, Clark will cross the line at 12.113, so currently qualifying in 7th position. Up on the track there now is Daniel Bucknell, representing Athletics Cycling Masterton. So just for the riders that have ridden so far to date, so the ones that are in the quarterfinals, every rider will go and have a ride in the first round. So you've still got more racing to come. So Daniel won the Kieran event yesterday, won gold. I understand that he's from Melbourne, actually over here on holiday. So he'll come around and get the bell. Winding up. It's looking quick there at the 200. Yeah, he's up by 1.81. As he crosses the line, first one under 11, 10.744. That's a quick time. So that will be a New Zealand record as well. So well done to Daniel. Okay, next up here is the eliminations for the Masters Women Cat 1 to 4. After this event, we will have award presentations. We should see Steph Downs, Ebony Wilson, Monique Brake, representing Canterbury Track Cycling, Renita Vanderhelm, representing Port Nicholson Pocono, Petra Anderson, representing Cycling New Plymouth, Sandra Riley, Joanne Miller, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling, Penny Thompson, representing Canterbury Track Cycling, and Penny Pawson and Robin Vowles, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. So they're just on their neutral lap. So what happens here is the commissaire will blow the whistle if he's happy, the race will start. When they come round, they will get the bell and the sprint's on that lap. So it's every 2 laps. And elimination is the last rider's back wheel. Just on the front there is Steph Downs. Being in the front's the right place to be. It's easier. I think it'd be harder, but no, it is easier because you don't have to worry about sprinting when it comes to elimination time. '59, Renita Vanderhelm. '64, Penny Thompson. So it'll go down to the last 2 riders, and then it's taken from the front wheel, the first one across the line. So at the moment, it's the back wheel of the last rider is eliminated. So being at the back, you don't want to be there, you want to be up the front. 54, Ebony Wilson. And obviously every rider wants to be up the front. So there's a lot of jotting around in the bunch, trying to get it the ideal position. Second, third position's pretty good. You don't want to be caught on the inside either. You'll be caught out quite easy. So in the front there from Canterbury, Steph Downs is still in the front there. So 61 will need to move up. That is Petra, otherwise she will be eliminated. Dropping down on the inside. So 61, Petra Anderson. So still Steph in front, still happy to sit there. And up above Steph, it looks like it might be Penny Pawson. Happy, that's a good position to be in as well. So Monique Brake there in Canterbury's at the back there. She'll want to make a move soon. Coming around the outside there, that could be a good move. '62, Sandra Riley. So Sandra was really caught on the inside there. So Monique Brake again's on the back, that she'll need to move forward here, try to. Joanne Miller will need to watch as well. '70, Robin Vowles. Just caught there again on the inside. The riders on the outside just went over top. Robin Vowles, 70. So Steph and Penny still happy to be there in first and second position. Monique Brake moving up a little bit there, saying I don't want to be eliminated. Joanne Miller's going to have to do something here. '63, Joanne Miller. So down to 3, so one more to be eliminated. Monique's there is at the back. We'll need to keep an eye and try and move over. Here's the bell. Looks like Steph's done. .53 eliminated. So they're going for the sprint, Penny Pawson and Monique, so it looks like Penny. So well done. There's your winner, Penny Pawson. And second there, Monique Brake. I think Steph will be bronze medal in third. One. Oh no, now we're still on eliminations. We should see Cat 3. Actually, sorry, it's award presentation, sorry. For event 65. And after that, we're on to the sprint's first round. So it's just more presentations for that.
Not too far away from presentations here for event 65 here in Cambridge for the first session of the day, Saturday 15th of March. Lovely day once again in Cambridge. Haven't seen much rain lately. She's pretty dry out there. It's reasonably warm in the velodrome. It is going to heat up, I'm sure, for this afternoon's session. That session, session 2 and the final session of the event will start at 5 o'clock. In the meantime, after awards presentation, we will move into the sprint rounds. First round, I think everyone gets a ride. So plenty of sprint action there. Back into some eliminations. Three of those after that first round. Some more award presentations, and then into the quarterfinals in preparation for tonight's finals. Looks like a few people gathering around the podium there. Shouldn't be too far away. Special shout out to the camera operators today. I have 3 volunteers on the cameras who stepped up to help us out, bring the action live to you. Here we go, pretty close to getting underway. We'll take you back to Russell.
Stephen Pooley ending up the medals again today, the president of the Waikato Bay Centre Cycling Centre. All right, so we'll get underway. So in the Women's Masters Cat 3 elimination, and so taking out second place, the silver medal, Robin Vowles, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. And in first place, taking out the gold medal, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling, Penny Pawson. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium. All right, moving on to the Masters Women Cat 2. In third place, taking out the bronze medal, Petra Anderson from Cycling New Plymouth. And in second place, taking out the silver medal, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling, Sandra Riley. And in first place, taking out the gold medal, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling and your New Zealand champion, Joanne Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium. All right, we'll move now on to the Masters Women Cat 1 category. In third place, taking out the bronze medal, Ebony Wilson, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. And in second place, taking out the silver medal, also from Canterbury Track Cycling, is Steph Downs. Looks like it's going to be a sea of red in the first place, taking out the gold medal and your New Zealand champion, Monique Brake. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium. All right, that's all done, thank you. So next up will be the Masters Women's Cat 1 to 4 sprint first round, so event 66. That's Denise going up to the start line. She'll be on the inside. Penny Pawson will be on the outside. So how this works, Denise will need to lead off and Penny will sit in behind. And after the first half of the track, you can change position. You can also do track stands. You're only allowed 2 up to a maximum of 30 seconds, so the commissaires will keep an eye on that. There's a lot of tactics in this event. Riders will go up the track, down the track, you name it. So they've all got to keep an eye on each other so they know where they are at all times. So Denise is away. Penny in behind. So they've got to go faster than walking pace as well for the first half. Yeah, now that anything can happen here, change positions or track stands or whatever. Denise is just happy to be on the track. Penny up high on the track. There is an advantage being up high. You can use the banking to get that extra speed. They'll come around and get the bell this time. There's Penny dropping in down on the track now. And also once you're in the sprinters line, the black and red line, you must stay in that line when you're committed to the sprint. If you move out of that line and impede the rider behind, you can be penalised. So that's why you see commissaires up in the stands there on the first corner. They've got a video. So they video each event so they can look back to see if there's any penalties. So Penny will move through to the quarterfinals. There will be another race for Denise. Next up on the track there, we should see Ebony Wilson representing Canterbury Track Cycling and Linda Dunn representing Morrinsville Wheelers. Looks like Linda will be in position 1, so lead off. Ebony in position 2. See, make sure they're ready. Blows the whistle. So that's Linda there, leading out in front. So Linda moving up the track there. Keeping an eye on Ebony. Over the right shoulder there. Tactic here that Linda's on the inside can try and keep Ebony up on the fence there. It's tactics riders use to avoid them dropping down in underneath. So Linda's keeping a close eye there on Ebony. I come around and get the bell, so it's on now. Ebony using that banking on the track to get that speed, while Linda was a bit below. So Ebony pulling away. So Emery takes that win, so Ebony will move on to the quarterfinals. Linda will get another race as well. So up on the track there, we've got Ruth Whelan, representing G-Force Track Cycling. You'll notice the jersey, that's the World Championship jersey. So obviously Ruth won the World Champs last year in October, so she has the right to wear that jersey. Ruth will be on the inside there, and on the outside is Robin Vowles, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. So Ruth there in the front. Keep an eye on Robin. Robin drops down on the inside, wants to take the front. Ruth's probably happy. Might need to look over the shoulder. It's coming in on the inside there. Stay neck and neck there, so that to ensure Robin doesn't drop down and lose the banking. So Ruth's just keeping her up high. I'll come around and get one to go. Who's going to make the first move? Looks like there was Robin. Ruth is keeping her up there, so they're in the sprinters lane. Can Robin come over? Looks like Ruth is just pulling over. Robin's still trying. Ruth looks behind to make sure she's got enough room and drifts over the line. So Ruth will go through to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have two club mates representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. We have Kylie Tunnicliffe and Kelly Pearson. Looks like Kelly will be position 1 on the inside and Kylie position 2. Kelly moves away in the first position there. Up high on the track there. So Kylie moving up as well. Kylie on the inside now. Oh no, behind. Happy to stay behind. So it's Kelly up top, Kylie just down below. Here we go. Looks like Kylie's made the first move. Kelly's going to try and jump onto her. So Kylie at this stage, can Kelly come back? That's the question. Looks like Kelly's putting that effort in there. She's coming up in behind Kylie. Can Kylie hold her off? So we've got Kelly Oh, Kylie moved up there. The commissaires will look at that one. Kylie. So Kylie's got it, but the commissaires will look at that. So we'll leave that up to the commissaires. So the rules are just in there. You're not allowed to move out of the sprinters lane in between the black and red. When you're riding on the track, sometimes the corner can lift you up as well, unexpectedly. So it looks like Kelly Pearson is the winner. So Kelly will move on to the quarterfinals. All right, next up we have the men's Masters Cat 3 and 4. First round. On the track there in Heat 1, we should see Andy Beale representing Canterbury Track Cycling and Terry Butcher representing Counties Manukau Cycling. Looks like Terry's drawn position 1 on the inside and Andy on up above. And hello to all the online viewers. Hopefully you're enjoying the racing. So riders just getting their pedals in position. The holders will lift them up so they're able to do that. And they're away, so Terry will move off in that front position, Andy in behind. So remember, they can't change position until after the first half lap. So they're all okay now, anything can happen. So Terry prefers to be up top there. Need to get that speed up. Okay, Andy's there in front, keeping an eye behind him, over his left shoulder. Terry's coming in on the inside. They'll come around to get the bell there. Andy Beale's making a move, using that banking. Terry's trying as hard as he can to catch back up. So Andy's looking just to see where he is. So Andy Beale will move into the quarterfinals. Terry, you'll still get another race. Next up on the track is Heat 2. We should see Mark Wayman representing Counties Manukau and Terry Weaver representing Te Aomuru Sports Cycling. So Mark will be on the inside, Terry at number 2. Here, just making sure they're okay. Okay, they're away, so Mark needs to be in front there. It was close there, Terry. Still okay. All right, Mark moves up the track, just looks over his shoulder. Terry in behind, happy just to sit there. Mark looking behind, what's Terry up to? Terry will be thinking, what am I going to do here? Do I go early? What do I do? And he's dropped down using the banking, so Terry's trying to give it a go. Mark Wayman in on him straight away. So they come around and get the bell. Terry trying his hardest can, Mark coming over top. Mark just looks, see where he is. Terry's still trying to get through there. So Mark will move into the quarterfinals. And Terry will have another ride off, another race. So just remember when they're seeding, when they do the qualifying rounds, the fastest rider normally rides off with the slowest rider, and as you'll see as we get up into the heats, the racing will be close. So up next, Heat 3, Peter Ashworth representing Te Awamutu Sport Cycling, and Roger Bates representing Track Cycling Nelson. Looks like Peter will be on the inside. Roger on the outside. Tom's here, see if they're ready. All right, Peter moves away. See Peter there just looking behind, see what Roger's up to. Roger's just happy just to sit there. Still down on the inside. Peter moves up a little bit. Just seeing where Roger's sitting. Who's going to make that first move? Roger looks like he's slowly picking up some speed there. Peter's still looking. There they go, Roger. He's moving up slowly. Peter's still looking behind, see where he is. So they'll cross the line, so Peter will move on to the quarterfinal. Roger will get another ride. Next up, we'll see Steve Baker and Robert Lilly, both representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Okay, looked like on the inside is Robert Lilly. Steve Bates there on up close to the fence. And they're away. So Robert in front, Stephen behind. I don't know how Robert stayed on the track there. It looked like it was going slow, but no, he managed to. That's awesome. So Robert looking over his right-hand shoulder, see where Steve is. There we go. Slip down the track. Speed needs to be a bit quicker on those bankings. He's up. Okay, they'll have a restart. So hopefully Steve's okay and his bike's okay there. All right, looks like they're ready again. Okay, so they're underway again. Still need to pick up a bit of speed there. Okay, Robert looking behind now. So faster, Steve. Yep, we're right there now. So Steve's there's on the inside, Robert above. Robert off his seat. Steve's in behind. Robert happy to stay in the front there. Steve's now up on his wheel. Come around and get the bell. Here we go. Robert's giving it all he can. Can Steve come around? He's coming along there now. If Robert looks over his shoulder. Here's Steve moving on in the front. Robert's trying to give it all he can. So it looks like Steve will take that one. He will move into the quarterfinals. Robert will have another race. Next up, we'll see Graham Litt representing Canterbury Track Cycling and Colin Claxton representing Counties Manukau. So Graham's on the inside, Colin on the outside there. In the way there, so Graham in the front. Colin in behind. Graham's still in the front there, looking over his right-hand shoulder, seeing where Colin is. So slowly pick up some speed. Graham's still looking over his right shoulder. What's Colin going to do? They'll come down and get the bell. Graham's putting the burst of speed on. And Colin keep up and come round Graham. Colin's starting to close. Graham's going hard. Can Colin come over? No, he's finding it a little bit hard to get over there, so it looks like it'll be Graham. Graham Litt moving into the quarterfinals. Next up on the track, Heat 6, the last heat in this category, Steve Woods from Canterbury Track Cycling and Kim Hansen representing Hamilton City Cycling. So Steve has drawn the inside, position 1. Kim will ride in position 2. Steve there just keeping an eye on Kim. Kim's just happy to stay behind. Steve's off, he's had a look over his shoulder. So he's saying, I'm going to have a go here. Started a bit early. And Kim reacted straight away. So Kim's going to try and get up on the Steve wheel as they come and get the bell. So still Steve at this stage. Kim is coming up. Now onto the wheel. Can Kim get over? Steve's trying, giving it everything he's got. They come into the final corner. Still Steve. Can Kim use the banking a little bit to come over? Oh, very close to Steve. So Steve will move on to the qualified quarterfinals. All right, next up we have the men's Masters Cat 1 and 2, first round. In Heat 1, we'll see Nathan Bunn representing TR Motorsports Cycling and Lee Hatton representing Canterbury Track Cycling. Nathan will be on the inside. He'll be up against the fence there on the outside of Nathan. And they're away. See Nathan move up the track and leave straight away in behind him. Lee going down on the inside, happy to be in the front. Nathan may be happy being there at the back now. He doesn't need to look over his shoulder. So who's going to make the first move? Looks like Lee's picking up the speed. Nathan in behind. Here goes Nathan going on the outside now. Can he get past? He's over Lee now. Can Lee come back? He's giving it a good go. Looks like Nathan's got the speed there. So Nathan will move on to the quarterfinals. Okay, next up, Heat 2, we'll see Mark Coburn and Jonathan Oldham. Clubmates here, both representing Port Nicholson Poniki Cycling Club. Mark will be on the inside, Jonathan on the outside. So Mark will lead away. See our cameraman there for online, giving them a close-up view of the riders. They're underway. Mark leads away. Picking up a bit of speed early, so there's a tactic here obviously. No mucking around here. I want to get this race over with. The way he looks behind, over his shoulder. See where Jonathan is. Mark off his seat there. Still looking over his shoulder. Who's going to make the first move? Coming around to get the bell. So we've got Mark off his seat now, picking up that speed. Jonathan's still in behind. Can Jonathan come over him? So Mark's still looking. There he is. Keeping Jonathan at bay. Another look from Mark. Quick look, and he's over the line. So Mark will move through to the quarterfinals. Okay, next up on the track, Kenya Pritchard, representing Canterbury Track Cycling, and Dean Litloff, representing Port Nicholson Paniki Cycling Club. Looks like Ken will be on the inside, Dean will be on the outside. Just get their pedals in position, lift them up. And they're away, so Ken will lead it off. Dean in behind. Okay, I just heard here that Ken is a two-time Olympian in archery. In Sydney and in Athens. Archery, so he's more than one talent. So Ken's up high there on the track. Dean just happy to stay there as well. Come around with one to go. Dean's made a move. Can Ken come back onto Dean? Dean used that banking well. Dean's up to speed, but Ken's coming back at a great rate of knots. Ken coming in on the outside. Dean's eased up there now. He's giving it through to Ken. So Ken will move through to the quarterfinals. Okay, next up heat for the last heat in the sprint round, first round. So we should see Clark Wilson and Darren Small both representing Canterbury Track Cycling. And after this event we'll be kicking into the eliminations again. So Darren will be on the inside. Clark will be closest to the fence on the outside. So these two riders will know each other well, I would think, being from the same club. Remember, Darren's there in the front, Clark's at the back. Clark moving up the track, Darren picking up a bit more speed. So Clark will come down, try and get on his wheel. Looks like Darren's tactic is to go pretty quickly early. He thinks he might have the endurance. And obviously Clark may have that end sprint. So Darren's trying to make that gap from him. So they'll come around with one to go. So still Darren, Clark in behind. Darren puts down the gas again. Can Clark come over? Still Darren. Still Darren. Clark on the outside. Darren still giving out. Clark's starting to come up, but no, Darren. But there was a move there. We'll see what the commissaire says on that. So it looks like Darren Small will qualify, go into the quarterfinals. So next up is the men's masters elimination, lined up there on the back straight. So this is Cat 4. We should see Terry Weaver, Simon Blinko, Graham Bunn representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling, Neil Famlington representing Cycling Southland, Lindsay File, so he's a power rider, so Lindsay's back up on the track again. He's been racing pretty much all the events throughout the championships. So he represents Te Awamutu Sports Cycling. Oh, yep. Russell Scott will be there, Counties Manukau. And Graham Litt representing Canterbury Track Cycling. All right, they'll line up against the fence. So the commissaire gives instructions, he'll let them go for a neutral lap. Remember, in the elimination, it's judged off the back wheel of the last rider until the final two. And it's judged on the front wheel. First one over the line. Okay, they're off for the neutral lap. So it's sprints every 2 laps, or elimination every 2 laps, I should say. The ideal placing is probably be in the first 3 riders. When you're near the back, you've got to watch out that you don't get eliminated on that elimination lap. So you're having more effort trying to get over the last rider if you're at the back. So they're away. So that's Lindsay File there in the front. He's happy to be there in the front, followed by Graham Bunn. And there's Simon Blenko there as well, in 3rd position there at the moment. So we're now on the elimination map. The bell's gone. You can get caught on the inside quite easy in these events. So Graham Litt, I don't know, he needs to move up if he can. We'll see. Nope, 43, Graham Litz. Lindsay's still there in front, happy to keep the pace there, and Bunny's happy to sit in behind. Colin Caxton there in 3rd place, so 35. We need to move up Terry Weaver. .35, Terry Weaver. Still Lindsay Fole happy to be in their front. Graham Bunn's happy just to sit in behind. So that's Russell Scott there in the 3rd position. So Neil's just moved over, making sure he doesn't get eliminated. So who's it going to be? Number 36, Simon Blenko. Now we're down to 4. Still Lindsay there in the front, just setting the pace. Graham Bunn and nicely behind. Followed by Russell Scott. So Neil's moving up as well. Knows the bell's going to ring. So Russell Scott now finds himself on the inside. You'll see now he moves to the outside. He knows he needs to start sprinting there. Graham Bunn moves up too. Fole's still there in the front. Number 40, Lindsay File. Now we're down to 3, one more elimination to go. Neil at the back there. Russell Scott in front. Graham Bunn in 2nd place there. So Graham Bunn there just moving over Russell Scott. I think Russell's saying, nope, I'm done. So 41, Russell Scott. So that's 3rd place. So we're down to 2. So now it's the front wheel, like a match sprint. Graham Bunn, Neil Flemington from Cycling Southland. That's all we have left. Who's going to make the first move here? Here we go, Neil. Graham Bunn jumping down as well. Didn't see him. So Graham Bunn in front at this stage. The commissaires will need to look at that. Neil coming in on the outside. Graham Bunn on the in. Putting the pressure on. Can Neil come over? Still Graham here. Neil, Graham, they're trying hard. So Neil's got it over the line. Yeah, we'll leave that one to the commissaires just to check that. All right, next event, the Men Masters Cat 3 elimination. On the track we should see Steve Baker representing Canterbury Track Cycling, Tony Mitchell, Mark Wayman representing Counties Manukau, Tim Pawson representing Te Awamutu Sports, Andy Beale representing Canterbury Track Cycling, Manu Robson representing Te Awamutu Sports, Robert Lilly representing Canterbury Track, Spencer Bliss and Andrew Nevitt representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling, Peter O'Brien representing Canterbury Track, Peter Ashworth representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling, Steve Wood representing Canterbury, and Terry Butcher representing Counties Manukau. So the rider's just riding around. We're waiting just for one more rider. Up there on the track now. We're just waiting for a wheel change. It's a wheel with a damaged spoke. Okay, look like that wheel's fixed now, so Andrew is getting back onto the track there. He's going to come round and jump back on the front fence, the front straight. Okay, we're now underway for the neutral lap. It's elimination every 2 laps, down to the last 2 riders. It's Manu Robson there in the front. No, they're doing another one. So slow down, there's still one off the back there. So it's still a neutral lap. All right, they're underway now. So up there on the outside's Andy Beale. He's going, I want to be in the front here. Manu Robson picking up speed to get onto his wheel. Within the ideal position to be, remember, up the front. You don't want to be near the back. So elimination lap. Andy Beale there setting the pace. 34. So Andy Beale setting the pace there in the front. Manu Robson in behind. Tim Pawson in behind Manu. And just on the inside there is Andrew Navat. Remember the back wheel, last rider. '27, Spencer Bliss. '26, Robert Lilly. So Andy there still on the front. Beale, Manu Robson in behind. Tim Pawson there in third, and on the inside of Tim, that is Andrew Navat. Come around and get the bell. So Steve's there's on the inside. There needs to go over the outside. It'll be Steve Baker. Number 20, Steve Baker. So still Andy setting the pace there in the front. He's happy to do that. It's Tony Mitchell there in the CMC colours on the outside. Steve Woods there could be in trouble in that spot. See as they come over the line. Okay, no result. Everyone's still in. Peter there looks like he's in trouble. He needs to get round the outside. The TA colours. Give it a go. 21, Tony Mitchell. So Steve Woods is still there on the back. He's making a lot of work because he's got to keep, putting the pressure on to not be eliminated. Peter Ashworth now on the back as well. So they need to get over the outside. Number 31, Peter Ashworth. Steve does it again. Looks like Steve's tiring there now. Number 30, Peter O'Brien. '28, Andrew Levitt. Need to check that one. Okay, no result on that one. '24, Andy Beale. So down to two riders now. Tim Pawson and Mark Wayman. Looks like Tim's saying he's done here. So Mark will come around and get the bell. It looks like Mark. Okay, next up we have the men's Masters Cat 1 and 2 elimination. We should see Nathan Bunn, Joseph Bemington, Kenny Pritchard, Andrew Weatherly. So Nathan and Andrew representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling, Joseph and Ken representing Canterbury Track Cycling, Duncan Grant representing Tinwood Cycling Club, Chris Ellington representing Canterbury Track Cycling, Wayne Mason representing Te Awamutu Sports, Jonathan Holtum representing Port Nicholson Paniki Cycling Club, Craig Williams representing Te Awamutu Sports, Clark Wilson and Lee Hatton representing Canterbury Track, and Mark Coburn representing Port Nicholson Paniki Cycling Club. So after this event, we'll have award presentations. Okay, they're underway for the neutral lap. It's Joseph Bevington there, just leading them off. Okay, they're underway. So Joseph Bevington there in the front and Duncan Grant in on the outside. Up there near the front there too is Kenny Pritchard, Wayne Mason. So just off on the back there's Jonathan Altman and Mark Coburn. So they'll need to move around the outside. Number 18, Mark Coburn. So that's Jonathan Holtman there on the back, Holtum. We need to come around. Nathan Bunn looks over his shoulder, he's thinking, oh, I'm going to have to make a move as well. "17, Lee Hatton, got caught there on the inside. So near in the front there is Andrew Weatherly, setting the pace. And then on Andrew's wheel was Joseph Bemington. So Duncan Grant there, looks like it might be in this time. Yep, number 8, Duncan Grant. Jonathan, you're still in. So elimination here. 15, Clark Wilson. Clark Wilson, 15. No elimination there. No elimination right of 15. You're still out, Clark Wilson. No, we're just... elimination that this time. Henry Pritchard there on the inside. Just at the back there is Craig Williams. Number 6, Henry Pritchard. There on the back is Joseph Bemington, just moving around the outside of Craig Williams. So Craig there in the TA. Good. Can he come over? What can he do? So number 14, Craig Williams. Nathan Bunn there on the inside. He's going to want to move to the outside if he can. Yep, you can see him do that. So Andrew Weatherly's there on the inside. Number 7, Andrew Weatherly. Now we're down to 4. Chris Ellington there in the front, just looking behind. Wayne Mason in behind Chris. And Joseph Bevington there in third position. Nathan Bunn there on the back, coming over the outside now. So Joseph is in trouble here. So number 4, Joseph Bevington. Wayne, you're still in. So there's Chris Ellington in the front, Nathan Bunn. So 12, Wayne Mason. So we're down to 2. Chris Ellington, Nathan Bunn. Chris there keeping an eye on where Nathan is. It's like a 2-up sprint here. There goes Chris, Nathan Bunn in behind. Can Nathan Bunn come over? Chris still on the inside there, Nathan coming on the outside. Can they do enough? Can Chris come back? No, still Nathan. No, Chris has said, no, I can't do that. So Nathan's coming round. Nathan will come round in the goal, followed by Chris. All right, next up we have the award presentations. And after that we'll kick into the quarterfinals of the sprints. We'll start off with the men Masters Cat 4 elimination. In third place, with the bronze medal, representing Counties Manukau, Russell Scott. And in second place, taking out the silver medal, representing Te Aomuru Sports Cycling, Graham Bunn. And in first place, taking out the gold medal, representing Southland, and your New Zealand champion, Neil Flemington. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium. Okay, next up in the Masters Cat 3 elimination. In third place, taking out the bronze medal, Andy Beale, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. And in second place, taking out the silver medal, representing Te Aomuru Sports Cycling, Tim Pawson. And in first place, taking out the gold medal, representing Counties Manukau, Mark Wayman, your New Zealand champion. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium. Okay, moving on to the men's Masters Cat 2. In third place, taking out the bronze medal, representing Te Aomuru Sports Cycling, Andrew Weatherly. And in second place, taking out the silver medal, also from Te Aomuru Sports, Wayne Mason. And in first place, there we go, in first place with another gold medal from Canterbury Track Cycling, your New Zealand champion, Chris Ellington. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium. All right, in the Masters Men Cat 1 elimination, taking out the silver medal is Joseph Bemington, representing Canterbury Track Cycling. And in first place, taking out the gold medal, representing Te Aomuru Sports Cycling, Nathan Bunn, your New Zealand champion. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium. That's all for the award presentations. Thank you all. Now we'll move on to the sprint quarterfinals. Event 72, Masters Women Cat 1 to 4. Right, first up we'll see the Masters Woman Cat 3 sprint. Robin Vowles there on the inside from representing Te Ao Sports Cycling, and Linda Dunn representing Morrinsville Wheels. Okay, that's Robin there on the inside. And Linda there on the outside. So Linda just looking down, Robin's looking to her right. Just to see what Linda's up to. Looks like Linda's made a move there on the inside to the front. They'll come around and get the bell. Can Robin come around? So we've got Linda on there, and Robin's slowly coming around the outside there now. Can Robin hold her out? It's actually Robin. So Robin there on the outside, Linda on the in. So Robin will take the win there. Okay, next up. I'm just finding the start list here. It's the Women's Masters Cat 1 to 4 sprint qualifying. So we should see here from Canterbury, Greton Venter versus Kelly Pearson. Winner of each moves into the semi-finals. So Kelly on the inside. Greton up by the fence. Okay, they're away. Kelly leading them away. Brereton's just happy to stand behind for now. Kelly looking behind to see what's going on over her right shoulder. Up high on the track there. Still no movement from both yet. Still same positions. They'll come around and get the bell. One to go. So who's going to make that first move? Still just happy to sit there at the moment. Kelly looking over her shoulder. Greton in behind. Come and get the bell. Greton now on the inside. Looking over her shoulder, Kelly moving onto the wheel. Here we go, Kelly moving up behind now. Greton looking behind. Kelly trying there. Greton still in front there. As they cross the line, Greton will take that win. Move on to the semis. Next up on the track there, Heat 2, we'll see Fiona Bennett, track cycling versus Ruth Whalen in the Championships jersey. Ruth is the current world champion on this event, representing the G4 Cycling Club. So Fiona will lead them away. And they're away. So Fiona will lead out. Looking over the shot on the inside, Ruth coming up on the inside there. What can Fiona do here? Ruth is keeping Fiona up on the track there. Who's going to picking up a bit of speed there? Who's going to make that first move? Ruth is keeping Fiona up on the fence there. Well, here goes Ruth. Here we go, come around and get the bell. So Ruth's made the move, followed by Fiona, getting in onto that wheel of Ruth. Does Fiona have enough to come on over? She's giving it a good try. Still Ruth putting the hammer down. Can Fiona come over in the final corner along the straight? Still Ruth, looks like Ruth's going to take that one, move through to the semis. Next up, we have two club mates from Canterbury Track Cycling, represent Monique Brake and Ebony Wilson. Ebony will be on the inside, Monique on the outside, closer to the fence. They're underway. Ebony high up on the track there in the front. You can behind still. Again, who's going to make the first move here? I'm going to get one to go. Ebony looking behind over the right shoulder, over the left. Who's going to make that move? Ebony. Ebony's going for it now. Monique trying to get in behind. So here goes Monique, bit of power there. Just about Ebony puts the gas down as well. Monique, Ebony, it's a close one. Who's it going to be coming across the line? Looks like Monique. Monique will move on through to the semi-finals. Okay, next up on the track is Heat 4. Final heat for the Women's Masters 1 to 4 quarterfinals. So we should see Steph Downs representing Canterbury Track Cycling and Penny Pawson representing TR Mudu Sports Cycling. Steph will be on the inside, Penny closest to the railing. There we go, Steph will lead out. Penny up high on the track, Steph down below. So Penny there, still up high, Steph down below. Sit behind slightly. Penny's away. Going for the long one. Steph in behind straight away. They'll come around and get the bell. So I've one to go. Can Steph roll over Penny? So Penny in the front at the moment. Putting the gas down. Steph's giving it everything. Can Steph come over? Penny's holding Steph out. Still Penny all the way. Looks like Penny's got it. Penny will move into the semi-finals. So the tactic there was to go early, put the pressure on early. And it paid off for Penny. Next up, we should have the Men's Masters Cat 3 to 4 quarterfinals. Should see Manu Robson, TR Mudu Sports Cycling, and Steve Woods representing Canterbury Track Cycling Club. Manu's on the inside. Steve closest to the fence there. Underway. Manu leading the way. So Manu over his shoulder there. See where Steve's sitting. To be down on the inside of the track there. Keeping a close eye on Steve. They'll come around and get the bell. We're still looking. Who's committing here? Steve's picking up speed as well, so still Manu. Steve, can Steve come over Manu? He's giving it a good try. Manu's looking to see where he is. Come across the line, looks like Manu. So Manu will move through to the semi-finals. Okay, next up is Heat 2. We should see Russell Scott from Kenty's Manukau and Graham Litt representing Canterbury Trek Cycling. Graham on the inside, Russell on the out, closer to the fence. And away, Graham will lead them away. Russell Scott in behind, very experienced in this event. Graham looking over his shoulder as Russell moves up a track, up higher. Still looking at, you can see where Russell is. Russell's up high on the track. Graham's down a bit lower. Who's going to make the first move as they come around to get one to go? So Graham is put down the pressure now. Russell Scott in behind. So Russell off his seat now. Graham pushing harder. Can Russell come over? On the back wheel there, they're neck and neck. Can Graham keep that speed going, keep Russell up there? Looks like Russell's going to get it, so Russell will move through to the semi-finals. Next up, Heat 3. We'll see Andy Bell and Steve Baker, both representing Canterbury Trek Cycling. Andy will be on the inside. Steve closer to the fence. They're underway. They both move up on the track there. A good pace there for Andy. Steve just in behind, just slightly on the inside there. Andy moves down the track, then back up. Keeping an eye on Steve all the time. Who's going to make the first move? Come around and one to go in the bell. So Andy's looking, Steve's both up on the banking. Andy's still in front there. No commitment yet. Still up high. Here we go, is it? Looks like Andy. Andy's committed. Can Steve come over Andy? Looks like he's giving it a good go. Can Andy still? Steve? Nope. Andy. Andy Bell will take the win. Move on to the semi-finals. Okay, next up on the track, Heat 4. We'll see Mark Wayman representing Counties Manukau and Peter Ashworth representing Te Awamutu Sports. So Mark will be on the inside. Peter closer to the fence. All right, that's Mark Wayman there in the front, Peter Ashworth in behind. Remember, the winner moves on to the semis. So Mark's thinking, oh, I've got a bit of a gap here, so I'm going to make a move with 2 to go. So Mark's going for the long sprint. I think he's got Peter Ashworth by surprise here. Can Peter come back? So they come around and get 1 to go. Peter's going to have to put his individual pursuit legs on. So there's still Mark. Can Peter come back? Oh, Peter's giving it a good go. Still Mark, Peter. Oh, and it looks like Mark. Mark will move through the semis. Great tactic by Mark. I think he caught Peter just unawares a little bit. Okay, next up here we have the men Masters Cat 1 to 2 sprint qualifying. Up on the track is Daniel Bucknell on the inside, and Darren Small representing Canterbury Track Cycling up on the fence there. So Daniel qualified the fastest in qualifying. Daniel is from Australia as well. So Daniel's just looking there at Darren, see where he is, over his right shoulder. Still Darren looking over his right shoulder there. Daniel there in the front, Darren in the back there. Who's going to make a move? They get 1 to go. Daniel's just trying to see when Darren's going to make that move. Daniel's made the move. Can Darren catch back up that gap? Daniel's keeping that gap, so Daniel will move through to the semi-finals. Okay, next up on the track, Heat 2, Chris Ellington and Kenu Pritchard, both from Canterbury Track Cycling. Okay, on the inside there is Ken, and Chris there closest to the fence. Okay, they're underway. Ken in front, Chris in behind. Still keeping it slow there. Ken, over his shoulder, see where Chris is. Chris very happy to just sit him behind. So move up on the track. Ken looking on the inside. He only look to his right, see where Chris is. Ken will move up the track there. Who's going to make the first move? They'll come around and get one to go. Looks like Chris, he's got a bit of the banking to use, so a bit of an advantage there. He's got that gap. Can Ken come back? Looks like Chris is going to have this, unless Ken can put on the afterburners. Oh, Ken's coming back here. And it's Chris. So Chris will move through to the semi-finals. Next up, Heat 3, we'll see Tony Wilkinson, representing Counties Manukau, Mark Coburn, representing Port Nicholson Paniki Cycling Club. Mark will be on the inside, and Tony will be up towards the fence. Right, Mark on the inside. Tony on the outside there to the fence. Mark will lead away. See Mark there just looking to his right, pretty much down the whole back straight, so he's done a lot of bit of training to do that. Tony there up the track, picking up the speed off his seat. Mark's keeping an eye on him. So Mark's still keeping an eye on Tony there. Tony up high, Mark down below. They'll come around and get the bell. And here they go. They're committed now. Mark's on the inside, Tony on the out. The power of Tony over the outside. Can Mark keep going, jump on the wheel and come back? It's Tony at this stage. Tony's got the power there to keep it going. And Tony will take that one out and move through to the semi-finals. Next up, we've got the final heat for this morning's session. And after this race, we will have a award presentation for Women's Masters Cat 3 and 4 sprints. So on the track, we'll see Joseph Bebbington representing Canterbury Track Cycling, and Nathan Bunn representing Te Aomuru Sports Cycling. So Joseph will take the inside, Nathan the out. Almost there, just checking to see if there's something on the track there. Okay, we're underway. Joseph on the inside, Nathan on the out. So Joseph's lead away. They found it, whatever was on the track. So Nathan's up by, just coming down now, behind Joseph. Joseph now moving up the track. Nathan staying high. Joseph still looking. Nathan there. Come around and get one to go. Who's going to make the first move here? Nathan just in behind, using the track banking to get ahead of Joseph. Can Nathan keep it going? Joseph in behind. Joseph needs to put the afterburners on to catch up here. So still Nathan. Joseph's just about coming back now. Nathan's still Nathan. Joseph's coming up very fast. And it's Nathan by the looks of it. So Nathan will move through to the semi-finals. So that concludes the racing for this session. Now we do have medal presentations for Women's Masters Cat 3 and 4 sprint. So if the ladies could make their way over to the dais. So this evening's racing will have the sprint semi-finals. We also have the points races and also the points finals as well. All right, if we can hit the Masters Pit 3 and podium. Well done, Denise. Okay, next up we have the Women's Masters Cat 3, and in second place, taking out the silver medal, Linda Dunn from Morrinsville Whalers. And in first place, taking out the gold medal, representing Te Awamutu Sports Cycling, and your New Zealand champion, Robin Vowles. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium. Thank you. All right, that concludes this session. Thank you for everyone looking online. Online streaming provided by VeloX. All the helpers on the cameras. Back again at 5 p.m. start.
As Russell said, that wraps up the morning session here on Saturday, Cambridge, the 2025 Masters Track National Championships. Look forward to the evening session. There'll be the sprint semis, some points races going on into the sprint finals, and that will mostly wrap up that session and the event. Once again, a good round of racing for everyone, and great to have you all with us. Hope you can join us for tonight's session.